Question 10 on our division of decimals review. The last one. We're to the end. It asks, it's a story problem. It says, if Mrs. Polson sold 69 ounces of hot cocoa at the BYU and U of U bowl game, oh, that's a tough one, and each cup held 1 5/10 ounces, how many cups of cocoa did she sell? Well, I'm going to try and figure out what this problem is asking me. So it says, if Mrs. Polson sold 69 ounces, 69 ounces of hot cocoa. That sounds to me like the total amount that she sold. Let's see, and each cup held 1 5/10 ounces. How many cups of cocoa did she sell? So the question is, how many cups of cocoa did she sell? 1 5/10 ounces. That sounds to me like a group size. And how many cups of cocoa? That sounds like the number of groups. Really, what's important to recognize is 69 ounces is the total. 1 5/10 ounces is the divisor, the size of each group that we're taking out. So we have 69 divided by 1 5/10 equals, I don't know, whatever the number is. And then it says how many cups of cocoa. Whatever number we get, that's going to be how many cups we have. So cups is my unit. Make sure you include that. Oh, I need 1.5, not by 15. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do when I'm dividing with decimals is I want to make sure my divisor, which is the second number, does not have a decimal. So I'm going to take that decimal and I'm going to move it one place value to the right. That way I have 15. If I do that to my divisor, I have to do that to my dividend. But wait, there's no number in my dividend or my total. What do I do? I just have 69. Well, you can think of it two different ways. You can think of it as when we are moving a decimal one place to the right, we're really multiplying by 10. We've talked about how when we multiply by 10, we move the decimal one place to the right. So I can think about, well, if I multiply 1.5 by 10, I have to multiply 69 by 10. Or, which gives me 690. Or you can think, well, 69, where would my decimal go? It would go after my whole number. So my decimal would go right there. I need to move the decimal one place value to the right. So since there's no number that I number there, I just will put a 0 where there's no number. Either way, I'm going to get 690 divided by 15. Now, I can go ahead and use partial quotients. 690 is my dividend. It goes on the inside. 15 goes on the left side. And then my partial quotients line to keep the number of groups I'm taking away subtracted from the number I'm actually taking away. So I'm going to build my number bank. 1 times 15 is 15. 2 times 15 is 30. And 5 times 15, well, if 2 times 15 is 30, 4 times 15, it has to be 60. And then 60 plus 15 is 75. So 5 times 15 is 75. If you needed to go do it the traditional way or use lattice method, you could do that as well. Okay, 75, that's nowhere close to 690. I need to keep going. 10 times 15 is 150, so I'm just adding that 0. 20 times 15 is 300, and 50 times 15 is 750. All right, that 750 just took me over 690, so I don't need it. So the biggest number I can take away using my number bank is 300. So I'm going to subtract 300, and which is 20 groups of 15. So 0 minus 0 is 0, 9 minus 0 is 9, and 6 minus 3 is 3. So I have 390. Again, I'm going to take away 20 groups of 15, which is 300. So I'm subtracting 300. 0 minus 0 is 0, 9 minus 0 is 9, and 3 minus 3 is 0. Now 90. The closest I can get to that is 75. Using my number bank, if you had a number that you knew was 90, that is not from my number bank, you can use it, but from my number bank, I'm just going to do it like most of you would. So I'm taking away 75, which is 5 groups of 15. If I have 0 fingers up, I can't put 5 fingers down because I don't have any up. So I need to regroup. So I'm going to take 1 away from the 9 and make that 8, and add 10 to the 0. So now I have 10 minus 5 is 5, and 8 minus 7 is 1. All right, I have 15 left. I can see in my number bank, or even without my number bank, 1 group of 15 is 15. So I make sure to write my groups down on the right side of that partial quotients line. 15 minus 15 is 0. I have no remainder, so I don't need to worry about that. And I just need to add the number of groups I took away, or the partial quotients. Quotient is the answer to a division problem. So I have 20 plus 20 plus 5 plus 1, which is 46. Since I don't have a decimal here, my decimal like we could say it's right there, but I don't have any numbers after my decimal. So I don't need to put a decimal in my answer. So my answer is 46 cups, or Mrs. Polson sold 46 cups of hot cocoa.